Hi everybody, it's Brennan once again, and now I'm going to do my DVD and Blu-ray update for July of 2016. And in this one, I have 25 DVDs and 2 Blu-rays. So yeah, and the first Blu-ray I got at a flea market in uh, when I went to Cape May with my grandma, and it stars Jonah Hill and Russell Brand, and it's Get Him to the Greek. And did I need this movie on Blu-ray? No, I'm completely fine with a DVD, but I just picked it up because it was $5. It was really cheap. So I decided to pick it up because I wanted to check this movie out. It looked really funny. I still haven't seen it yet, but it looks really good. So yeah, Get Him to the Greek. And this Blu-ray I got from FYE, and I was really looking forward to this movie. And it stars Colin Firth, uh, uh, Geoffrey Rush, and Helena Bonham Carter. And it's The King's Speech. I watched like the first 45 minutes of the movie, and it has a very good plot to it, and it's based on a true story about King George VI, or Bertie as his family called him. And it's about him having a fear of public speaking and how he went over that with his speech therapist and his wife. I heard that uh, the Queen went to see this movie and she liked it. That says a lot. So yeah, I'm yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to watching the rest of this movie because it's a great story. So yeah, The King's Speech. Sorry, I had to put them on the floor. And this next one is a Disney Pixar movie. Oh, that's it for the Blu-rays. Now on to the DVDs. Yeah, this one I also got at the flea market that I got Get Him to the Greek, and this one was only $1. I was gonna get the Blu-ray of this one, but I decided to just get the DVD because it was so cheap. And it's Ratatouille. I'm now finally getting this on DVD. I know what you're thinking. Why don't you have this movie yet? You should have bought it when it came out. Yeah, I haven't watched this movie since the theaters, but I just watched it recently, and it is awesome. I love this movie. Like, there's a scene where this guy, I keep forgetting his name. Linguini, I think his name is. I don't know. It's his first day, and the head chef right here, to introduce him, he says, "Welcome to hell." And rightfully so, because this, if you're working at, a restaurant in Paris, it's pretty much hell you're working at. People yelling at you and, swearing at you and stuff like that. I don't know why I'm thinking of Gordon Ramsay right now. Yeah. But this is a great movie. It's just about a rat that likes to cook and he wants to be a chef. So he gets this guy to, when he pulls his hair, his arms start to raise up, so he is controlling this guy. That's pretty cool. Yeah. So, if you haven't seen this yet, I highly recommend it. Definitely, you should definitely watch this. And there's a couple adult jokes in this too. There's, yeah, I won't say the adult jokes, but you'll probably know when you watch the movie what they are. So yeah, Ratatouille. And these next three I got at a church sale. And the first one is a Clint Eastwood film starring Leonardo DiCaprio, and it's J. Edgar. And I actually did watch this movie, and I heard that a lot of people really dislike it, and I thought it was okay. It wasn't that great. I mean, it it falls like really flat, but I could see why people don't like it because it's like all over the place. It's confusing. You don't know what's happening. Like 1 second you see J. Edgar completely healthy, and I'm sorry to spoil this for you, and then the next second he's dead. It's like, what happened? I heard that this film was really inaccurate with how like J. Edgar Hoover was, but I thought it was an alright movie. I enjoyed it. And what the one saving grace in this movie is Leonardo DiCaprio. He is phenomenal in this film. I heard this is like definitely one of his greatest performances. Not one of his greatest movies, but one of his greatest performances. Yeah. Yeah. If you haven't seen this, I recommend it. I recommend you at least give it a shot. So yeah. J. Edgar. The next one is a movie starring John Wayne, Glenn Campbell, and Kim Darby. And this is a classic Western film from 1969. And it is True Grit. And I watched this movie too, and it is a classic for sure. I haven't seen any other John Wayne movies, but I plan on checking them out soon. So yeah, True Grit. And the next one is a comedy film starring Aaron Eckhart. And I'm not going to say the rest of the cast because this is going to take too long. And it's Thank You for Smoking. I haven't watched this movie yet, but I know the plot to it because I saw the Nostalgia Critic video on this movie, and it's about this guy, and he makes these public service announcements saying that smoking is good for you, and I think it's this guy right here saying that smoking is bad for you, and they just duke it out throughout the entire movie. That's pretty much all it is. Pretty much, I don't know. Yeah, Thank You for Smoking. This is a I'm sure it's going to be a pretty good movie. These next four I got at a thrift store when I went to, yeah, also when I went to Cape May. And this one stars Christian Slater and Patricia Arquette. And it's True Romance. And this is the unrated director's cut. I haven't watched this movie yet, but I heard this was supposed to be very good, and and Quentin Tarantino wrote this movie, and he's my favorite filmmaker. So that sounds pretty cool. So yeah, True Romance. The next one is a Jeff Dunham DVD, which I am a pretty big fan of Jeff Dunham. He's not really my favorite comedian, actually George Carlin is, but I don't own any George Carlin DVDs yet, but I hope to soon. But like Jeff Dunham, including this one, I own like 4 DVDs of him for some reason. And it's Spark of Insanity. And this is the one where he introduces Ahmed the Dead Terrorist, which is one of my favorite characters. He is pretty funny. And he also introduces Melvin the Superhero, which after this one he left. Which I don't know why he didn't stick around for very long. Probably because nobody liked him. Which I understand, he's kind of dorky. But yeah, this is actually a pretty funny DVD. If you're a fan of Jeff Dunham, I recommend it. So yeah, Spark of Insanity. The next one is a Sandra Bullock movie, and it's based on a true story, and it's The Blind Side. And this is a really good movie. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend you do. My opinion, this is better than Remember the Titans. Although Remember the Titans is still a great movie and has a great soundtrack too. Yeah. But yeah, The Blind Side. And Sandra Bullock definitely deserved the Oscar for this. She did very good. Although she's kind of annoying in a few scenes, but she still did a good performance. So yeah, The Blind Side. The next one is a double feature set of two Hannibal Lecter movies, and they are the Hannibal Lecter 2-pack with Silence of the Lambs and Hannibal. Yeah, Hannibal Lecter I didn't really think was that scary, but Buffalo Bill was a little weird. Put the lotion in the basket. Put the lotion in the basket. Sorry, let me know if I did a good Buffalo Bill impression. I'm sure I did. But yeah, I've seen Silence of the Lambs. Fantastic movie. It's amazing. It's one of the best horror movies I've ever seen. And it's the first and only horror movie so far to ever win Best Picture. So that's pretty cool. I haven't seen Hannibal yet, but I look forward to checking it out soon. So yeah, the Hannibal Lecter 2-pack. And these next uh, 6, I got at another thrift store. Yeah, these are the last of what I got at Cape May. Oh, like when I went on vacation. Yeah. The next one is a documentary narrated by Morgan Freeman, and I'm sure a lot of you have seen this one, and it is March of the Penguins. Yeah, this is a great documentary. I remember seeing this in the theater when it first came out, and I didn't really like it, but now I really enjoy it. So yeah, March of the Penguins. And the next one is a Tom Hanks movie directed by Robert Zemeckis, and it's Castaway, which I haven't watched this one yet. Surprisingly, I haven't. Yeah, but yeah, I hope I will definitely love this movie, and I heard this is probably one of Tom Hanks's best performances. Wilson. Yeah. So yeah, Castaway. This next one I did watch, and it's a movie directed by Mel. I think it's directed by Mel Brooks. Written and directed by Mel Brooks, and it stars Zero Mostel and Gene Wilder, and it is The Producers. And it's about these two guys that try to produce the worst play ever so they don't have to pay for it. So they get this independent play called Springtime for Hitler, which was written by a Nazi. And they said, oh, this is a love letter to Hitler. Everyone will hate this. Spoiler alert, everyone loves it. That's actually kind of funny how it receives backlash. Like, they think everyone's gonna hate it, but everyone loves it. That's pretty funny. This is actually a very funny movie. This was very advanced for its time, for 1968. Is it 1968? Yeah, 1968, 1967, whatever. But yeah, The Producers. Great, great comedy movie. The next one is a Steven Spielberg film starring Tom Cruise. I haven't seen this one yet, but it looks pretty cool. And it is Minority Report. Yeah, I've heard great things about this, but I still have yet to check it out. So yeah, Minority Report. Hmm. The next one is a film starring Tom Jane and John Travolta, and it is The Punisher. I haven't watched this movie yet, but I did watch this one scene with Kevin Nash. Kevin Nash is right there. He was a legendary wrestler back in the day, and he was Yeah, he's fighting with this. I think it was Tom Jane, but I'm not sure. They're fighting as opera music is playing. Yeah, it's meant to be a funny scene, and it is quite funny. So yeah, the Punisher. And the last one I got at the thrift store, and the last one I got at Cape May, is a movie starring Ben Affleck and Matt Damon and Jay and Silent Bob from the Clerks movies, although I have yet to watch them. They're making a third one in 2018. I'm looking forward to that. And this movie is Dogma, which I haven't watched yet, but I'm definitely looking forward to seeing this. This looks pretty funny. So yeah, Dogma. And this one, the next one I got at FYE, the same time I got the King's Speech on Blu-ray. And this is a Mel Brooks comedy film, and this is the 30th anniversary special edition of Blazing Saddles. And this, I just watched this movie. It is awesome. This is one of the best comedy movies ever made. Yeah, it is a hilarious movie. If you haven't seen this, you must be living under a rock. I was for a few years. Yeah. One of the best scenes is where Mongo, the big strong guy, punches a horse in the nose. Yeah, that scene was pretty funny. And also when the cowboys are eating baked beans and they start farting. I mean, I'm not really a big fan of fart jokes, at least by today's standards, but this was the first fart scene ever in a movie. So it makes it one of the best. Yeah, Blazing Saddles, a fantastic movie. And the last um, 10 movies I got at some sort of church sale at what was it? At the Poconos when I went there. And the first one is an Eddie Murphy action comedy, and it is Beverly Hills Cop. And this is a hilarious movie. If you haven't watched this, you need to watch it like right away. It's so funny. So yeah, Beverly Hills Cop. The next one is an action movie starring Bruce Willis. I don't know why I don't know. The next movie is a Will Ferrell movie, by the way. And yeah, this is also a Christmas movie, so I have to wait until Christmas to watch this. But it is Die Hard. And this is the original version with the controversial artwork that looks like the Twin Towers are being blown up. I mean, look at that. They predicted the future with like 9/11 and stuff. That's pretty crazy. Yeah, yeah. I haven't watched this one yet, but I'll probably check it out this Christmas, since I heard it was one of the best Christmas movies. And it ends with Let It Snow, from what I've heard. So yeah, I'll wait till Christmas to check this movie out. So yeah, Die Hard. The next one is a movie starring Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly, and it is Step Brothers. And I watched this movie, one of the best Will Ferrell movies, definitely. It goes up there with Anchorman and Stranger Than Fiction as one of his best movies. I haven't seen Everything Must Go yet, but I heard that was really good. It's like a serious movie that he did. Yeah. He was also in a Lifetime movie called A Deadly Adoption. I thought that was okay. So, yeah. Step Brothers. This is a hilarious movie. If you don't plan on checking this movie out, at least watch you you should at least check out the scene where they go on job interviews. That's a hilarious scene. So yeah, Step Brothers. The next one is a movie starring Denzel Washington, and this is considered to be one of his greatest performances. I've seen bits and pieces of this movie on TV, but I haven't seen the whole thing yet. And it is Malcolm X. It has an X right here, but on the spine it says Malcolm X. So I just picked it up. Because I heard this movie was supposed to be awesome. And for what I've seen, it really is. And I watched the ending. I watched the ending to this movie, and it is wow. I did I didn't know they were gonna end it so like intensely. Yeah, yeah, and yeah. Uh, I don't know what I'm saying right now. So yeah, Malcolm X. The next one is a movie starring Martin Lawrence and Will Smith, and it is Bad Boys, which I haven't watched yet, so I'll just move on. So yeah, Bad Boys. And the next one is one of the Saw franchises, and it is Saw 5. And I have two more left. I have two more left to get, and then I'm going to get all of them on Blu-ray. So yeah, Saw 5. And the next one is a John Carpenter film starring. Oh, I think it's got Jeff. I think it's got John Travolta in it. I don't know. Uh, yeah, and it's based on a Stephen King novel, and it is Christine. I didn't watch this movie yet, but I know the story. It's about a car that kills its bullies. Like I think they say like, "Oh, this is an ugly car, or whatever. I hate this car," and stuff like that. So the car comes alive and tries to get its revenge. Yeah, that sounds pretty cool. So I can't wait to check this movie out. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, Christine. And the next one I did watch, and it stars the group of Monty Python, and it is Monty Python and the Holy Grail, and this is the special edition that comes in like a special kind of case. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I did watch this movie. This is a hysterical movie, especially the part where I'm gonna try to see if there's a picture of this on the no, but the best part is when is the scene where the Black Knight gets his limbs chopped off. That was a hilarious scene. So yeah, if you haven't watched this movie yet, I highly recommend it. So yeah, Monty Python and the Holy Grail. The next one is a movie by the Coen brothers, nominated for 2 Academy Awards, which are Best Screenplay and Best Cinematography. Yeah, and it stars George Clooney, John Turturro, Tim Blake Nelson, and John Goodman. And it is Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? Which I haven't watched yet, so I'll just move on. So yeah. Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? And the last one is a movie starring John Travolta, Hugh Jackman, Halle Berry, and Don Cheadle. And it is Swordfish, which I haven't watched yet, so yeah, I'll end the video. So yeah, Swordfish. And that's it for my DVD and Blu-ray update for July of 2016. Hope you all enjoyed, and see you in my next video. Bye.